Alrighty fam, welcome back to the channel. This is JK Outdoors. Today we're going to be doing a review on $45 binoculars versus $300 binoculars. Big fish, big fish. Freaking hog. Oh my gosh.
I can't, he's huge.
Big boy, you hear that thud? Alrighty, so 45 versus 300. The two models I'm going to be comparing today are the Nikon M5s 10x42, Nikon Monarch M5, and then we have the Uso Good 12x50s. So is it really worth it to spend $200 more on binoculars? A little backstory on these. When we lived in Hawaii, there was whales. You could see them off the coast, and so we wanted a pair of binoculars. And I had that same question. What's really the difference between $45 binoculars versus $300? I left my $300 pair here in the States, and then, or in the mainland. And then we got these cheap ones in Hawaii. So both of these kind of boast like high quality color, you know, lighter and low light. And then you can see the size is about the same. So again, 12x50, 10x42. They're both about the same size at the end. And then at the top is kind of where I see the difference. So you can see, let's do top and bottom. So 300 on the bottom, 45 on the top. So you can see this lens is a lot smaller than the lower lens. One thing you'll learn as you get into lenses and different sizes, the bigger the lens, the more light can enter inside, right? So I'm going to do a little comparison with the picture quality to start off. So I'm going to take a picture of both of these with my phone so you can see the quality, and I will post them right here. Alrighty, so I have one, and then here's two. Any guesses on which one's one and which one's two? So the first one is actually the $300, and then the second one was the $45. And to me, I was actually a little surprised to see there wasn't a big difference. You can see there's a small difference in the amount of clarity. I think the $300 does bring the clarity of an overall image. You can see there's just a little more vivid, a little more detail, where maybe you can see some branches on one. The other one, you can't necessarily count how many branches there are. So there's that picture quality comparison, not a big difference. Another comparison, weight-wise, I would say that the $300 binoculars do have a little more weight to them. You can, which is always kind of nice when feels like you're holding quality when there's a little more weight added there. Not obsessive, like you don't want to go hiking with them, but just gives you a little steady hold when you're looking through your binoculars up at the mountain, at the birds, whatever, what you use your binoculars for. So that's another comparison. But overall durability, I think the $300 binoculars take it. Just the movement of the eye pieces, you know, the foldability. There's just a lot, you know, everything moves smoothly compared to the $45 binoculars. The eyepieces are really rough. Feels like if you tried to do it too hard, they would break or snap off. It folds really easily, which, you know, if you're trying to keep it in one particular fold spot, it's not they don't have the best tension in that way. But overall, I mean, they're pretty close, so I wouldn't say like $45, can't go hunting with a $45 pair of binoculars, or you're not going to be able to spot a bird. But if you want that little extra detail, then you're going to be paying with the nicer pair of binoculars. So I just had both of these binoculars around and thought I could possibly help someone out that's in the market for a new pair of binoculars, or just getting their first pair. So both pros and cons, and you kind of knew that, but maybe if you're just thinking, I don't need super complex binoculars, I just need to be able to spot something and then I can get closer, and these will do just fine. If you're looking for something far away and you're not going to be able to get closer, but you want to see if it's a 4-point buck or if it's a fork, then you're probably going to need to invest in those $300 binoculars. And honestly, these are just my opinions. My recommendations would be to go to to Sportsman's Warehouse or Cabela's, where they have all the different kinds of binoculars, and you can go try them out, see what you're comfortable, feel the weight difference, feel the quality difference. It's definitely recognizable. The lenses, obviously, I know these ones are insured. If something happens, this company is going to replace these binoculars. 45, not so much. That's kind of the nice thing about quality. I actually had a different pair of binoculars going into last year. They were Nikon also, and I actually I had them for 10 plus years, and the eyepiece broke, and I said, well, I'm just gonna send them in. I'm willing to pay for the eye, just fix the eyepiece. And they actually sent me these $300 pair of binoculars, no charge. So definitely a company I'm going to be sticking with for my optics in the future, and I would recommend them to anyone. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like and subscribe for more videos this year. All right, catch you guys later. Bye.
Love the chase and the hunt, and I set the pace when I'm running. I always take what I want and I always give it 100. Don't need a bank, no, I'm funded. Play the game like it's nothing.